Our co-featured bout about to get underway. 139 pounds, representing Underdog Muay Thai, Anis Balbuena. Making his way to the ring, showing his athleticism. 10-1, looking for victory number 11. But he will have his hands full.
He sure will, John, and I got to say, his opponent, his name is Cole McGinnis. He's fighting out of a New Era Combat Sports here in Ottawa. One of the top dojos, definitely for Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA, so on and so forth. We got a lot of them in this region.
That's awesome.
But this kid here, Cole McGinnis, he is unbelievable, man. He is a very, very young fighter, but the amount of talent, skill, and his listening. He listens to his coaches, and he executes the plan. And I'm telling you, this you're going to hear this kid's name, or you may have already heard his name. He's outstanding, and this is going to be a great match here at the Heroes Combat League Spring Beats.
Two young combat sports athletes continuing to blaze their own trails.
Yeah, confident, powerful,
fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 10-1,
fearless.
representing Underdog Muay Thai, Anis Balbuena.
And Anis,
Fighting out
of
of the
course,
red
has
corner with a
quite the
record of
experience. As you mentioned,
22-6.
he's 10-1. And
Representing
he's game
New
out here.
Era Combat Sports, Cole
he ain't no joke.
McGinnis.
I'm excited. A little tradition added to the show, give it some flavor, some culture. And what do you think makes Cole McGinnis so special?
You know, I haven't seen him. I've seen him fight a few times, and I think it's his. As I mentioned, I dropped a few words like he's confident in his ability. I think it's the fact that he's continuously adding to his game, and he's a young athlete and competitor, and he doesn't seem to be one that's an egomaniac. I know that's somewhat popularized in, to a certain degree in a lot of combat sports, but this athlete and competitor shows a maturity that you see in a seasoned combat sport athlete, and he's continuously adding to his game. And when you add the fact that he's still growing, he's a tall competitor, he's still growing. I mean, you've got a formula there for something really interesting, in my opinion.
Again, just taking it all in, enjoying this process. Will he manage another victory tonight here in our nation's capital?
I'm curious to hear your opinion in terms of body language, your assessment, which is always bang on. What are your thoughts on that?
Based on what I'm seeing, his chest is open. It seems like he is not shy at all, that he is just about to become free inside of this ring. It just seems like what I'm seeing, it doesn't seem like somebody that's dealing with a whole bunch of turmoil or pressure. It feels like somebody that belongs here, that this is their home, and that it's going to be another day at the office. However, I've seen that many times before, and is Anis Balbuena the guy to say, I'm made of those same things too. I'm just not dancing around in front of everybody. And everybody's game plan can change once you get punched in the face.
Definitely. The element of surprise and the unpredictability of even a light jab,
Yeah.
you know, timed accordingly can be devastating.
But you see these two athletes light on their feet, ready to showcase their abilities. Bo McInnes in the red, Anis Boguena in the blue. Last minute instructions from our third man inside of the ring. Rami Sadhu, John Ramdeen calling all the action. And look at this. Boguena comes out on fire. McInnes not rattled. And it seems that Boguena's team wants to make it a rough ride for the youngster McInnes. McInnes circling, playing a smart strategy. Boguena fires back, not intimidated one bit. I certainly do like that smirk on the face of McInnes.
Both competitors have been under, you know, they fought so many times that they bring all that experience here tonight. And you best believe that each time they fight, they're continuously learning more about themselves.
Exactly.
In terms of their skills and their liabilities. And Boguena has certainly started very confidently and very strong. And if he keeps up that pace, he certainly might just beat Cole.
I just don't know if you can beat a technical fighter this way.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you can. Because once you start using, once your energy starts diminishing, then you become a sitting duck for a technician.
And I believe that that's slowly
That's what's
creeping,
unfolding.
Yeah, it's creeping its head now.
And McInnes knows that, and he knows this first round could be stressful for a lot of people. Let him get this out of the way. And now just setting traps. Readjusts. McInnes admiring some of his handiwork there. Nice check. Fires back. Avoids the big blows and then slams that knee into the midsection.
Bam. It's funny. It started with Anis chasing Cole, but now Cole is just, you know, encroaching in his territory. Wait a minute. He's sitting. He's standing. What's going on here, John Ramdeen? Tell us.
I mean, when you look at it, it's the same type of thing. Is it just gamesmanship? Is McInnes just saying, I'm not going to sit down because I know I'm going to mess with this guy because he's going to think I'm fresher than I am? Or that's just the way some fighters do things. They just don't want to sit because they don't, it's more energy to have to get back up.
Right.
But based on what I'm seeing, you look at the body language of Boguena, kind of sunken in. As you see him there, you're supposed to be upright, getting big, deep breaths at this point. And there, the technical abilities of McInnes showing through. McInnes again trying to dominate that clinch. And if you look, McInnes still bouncing on the balls of his feet, whereas Buguena flat-footed.
That jab cross knee combo.
And just the relentless knees. It's just a furious attack by McInnes. Defensively sound. Nothing from Buguena is getting through cleanly.
Anis is he's got a lot of fire in his eyes.
He does.
He's not shook by any of this. His corner is just certainly trying to assist their fighter here with some.
And Cole McInnes is trying to extinguish the fire in the eyes of his opponent by smashing his body with those knees. And round kicks from a distance, jumps in, just some peppering shots, put some traffic in front of his opponent. McInnes perhaps sensing patterns in his opponent's approach. As you pointed out, kind of a brawling style from Anis Buguena. McInnes almost having his way as the round comes to an end. He saunters back to his corner with a massive grin on his face.
It appears as though that once it gets in the inside, Cole is not as effective.
Yep.
As Anis here.
It's more competitive in
Right.
that area.
Right.
But I'm sure that McInnes probably gets a sense that even though he may not be doing the most damage, he's still forcing his opponent to use energy. Once he gets him in the clinch, he can feel him trying to lift his head up.
Right.
And then that way, when they disengage, he used energy, now I can attack.
Third and final round here.
And Cole McInnes in the red, Anis Buguena in the blue. And the two smash each other's bodies. Frustrating part of the game. Losing equipment. McInnes anxious to get back at it. He's like, this guy's getting his win back.
Use every opportunity.
That's it. I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, use every second, every breath.
And that's kind of what we've seen, though, is Buguena lands one or two and then finds himself playing catch-up.
Those knees, man.
Yeah.
Those knees. Those Cole McKinnis knees.
To the point that he's freezing his opponent. Buguena can't do anything but just stand there. And he finally decides to slug his way out.
Buguena's taken quite the amount of hits, but he's still in this warrior spirit style. He's still
100%.
Still in this.
Looking to land that looping right hand, but McKinnis just storms right back. Trying his best to brutalize his opponent. No fear displayed by killer Cole McKinnis.
Those elbows. He's tactically overwhelming him.
Yes, he is. Throwing everything at him but the kitchen sink.
To the body.
Wow.
Chopped him down.
To the delight of the crowd, and it looks like Buguena could be in big trouble. I don't know if he's going to come forward, and he is. What will we see from Cole McKinnis? Will he be able to close out the show in style? Excellent tactic again. Finishes with the round kick. Push kick to the face. Buguena frozen. McKinnis wants the finish.
He's terrifying him with his technique, man. This is just...
That's it.
This is
an incredible display.
What a technically dominant Thai fighter. And you know what? Buguena is a tough, relentless, Tasmanian devil in there, but he's...
Wow.
He was overwhelmed.
Incredible performance.
And the winner of this fight, as a result of a unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner, Cole McKinnis.
Ladies and gentlemen, what did you think of that performance? Your victor, Cole McKinnis, outstanding. Cole, I want to ask you, it seemed that you were dealing with this physicality in the early stages. You weathered that storm, and then you let your technical abilities shine through.
Yeah, I mean, even last fight, I noticed that too. My opponent was a lot more physical, so I kind of wanted to try and keep the same game plan, long, technical, and just kind of outsmart them with movement. Good technique, but I'm not saying he was a great fighter, and it was tough. Like, his boxing was hard, right? So
you've already had a number of fights. Your 23rd victory inside of the squared circle. When you think about your fight career, what do you imagine the future holds?
Well, right now in May, I'm going to Mexico for the IFMA World Championship, so that's my my goal right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together for your victor, Cole McKinnis.